when we have order for 12 dozen XL executive shirts and 12 dozens double XL executive shirts. When we receive the goods, on opening the consignment, we find that we have received only 12 dozen XL executive shirts. This is a shortage of weight or shortage in goods because we haven't received 12 dozen double XL executive shirts. In such condition, we have to write a letter of complaint. Number 3 on the screen is damaged goods, means goods received in damaged condition. For example, we have ordered for glassware items. On opening the consignment, we find 2 or 3 articles in broken condition or in torn condition or in damaged condition. So we should write a letter of complaint. So the 3 reasons on the screen: delay in execution, shortage in goods and damaged goods, they are genuine complaints. Yet there are other complaints also.
There are some other reasons, several other reasons are there for writing a letter of complaint, like defective goods, different quality, wrong type, impolite behavior.
Yes, defective goods means sometimes we have a manufacturing defect. In spite of a guarantee from the supplier, the goods received do not work properly. For example, we have ordered for a mixer or a blender, or we have ordered for washing machines. When we receive them, 1 or 2 pieces of washing machines, they do not work properly. That is manufacturing defect. So we have to write a letter of complaint drawing their attention on defective goods. The same is the case with different quality also. Different quality means, for example, we have ordered for Kesar mangoes. Now instead of getting Kesar mangoes, we receive a consignment of Badam mangoes. So that is different quality. For example, we have ordered for Good Morning A1 tea and we receive only Good Morning tea. Now our order is for A1 quality. That is different quality. Sometimes we get wrong type also. Now in wrong type, sometimes we have the received goods inferior to the type ordered, and the received goods is not popular in the market. So it creates problem to the businessman. And sometimes we write a letter for impolite behavior of an employee working there, either a salesman or a sales girl or any other person who behaves impolitely or rudely. Then as a customer, we complain it to the higher authority.
Still, there are some other reasons for drafting a letter of complaint. These includes unsatisfactory service, dispute about prices, miscellaneous.
Yes, Dr. Rawal, Unsatisfactory service means suppose we have a manufacturing defect and we are not satisfied with the service of the article that we have received. Then we have to write a letter of complaint. Dispute about prices means when we order for the goods, we have fixed the prices also. On receiving the consignment, the prices they are different as fixed earlier. So we have to send a complaint. And some other miscellaneous complaints also. For example, sometimes we have a complaint regarding mode of delivery. Sometimes we have a complaint regarding rate of discount also. And sometimes we have a complaint regarding terms of payment. These are some miscellaneous reasons for which a customer always writes a letter of complaint.
Now let us discuss layout of a letter of complaint or structure of a letter of complaint.
Yes, dear friends, you have studied the layout of a business letter in semester 2, which is also called structure of business letter. Now the structure is the same one and you are familiar with the structure, but it is necessary to know how to write or how to present a letter of complaint. First of all, we write the heading. As you know, heading is written at the top of the letter sheet and mostly it is written in the middle. And the heading contains the name of the firm, sometimes the nature of business, and the complete address of the firm. Immediately after heading, leaving one or two space on the right side, we write the date. The date is written either in British style or in American style. You know that in American style, first we write the name of the month, then the day and the year. And cardinal numbers are used in American style. In British style, first we write the day, then the month and the year. But in British style, ordinal numbers are used. Immediately after the date, on the left side, we write the inside address, which is the address of the recipient. The inside address includes the designation of the person, the name of the firm which he or she represents, and the complete address of the firm. That is on the left side, touching the margin, and one space below the date on the left side. After inside address, we write salutation. The most common salutation is Dear Sir, where D is capital, S is capital, and comma should be used after salutation. Then we have occasional parts also. For example, subject line and reference line, which starts from the middle immediately after salutation. In reference, we write reference number with date. and then the most important part of our business letter, that is body of the letter. We will talk about it, the information which we can include in body of the letter of a letter of complaint. After the body of the letter, we write complimentary clause. For example, yours faithfully or yours truly. And immediately after complimentary clause, we have signature, and at the end we write enclosures, if any. So the layout of a letter of complaint is the same as the other business letters, and you know about its structure.
Now let us see the hints. There are some hints for drafting a letter of complaints.
Yes, dear friends, when we draft a letter of complaint, we have to bear in mind the points which are on the screen. Number one is give essential details, facts, and figures to point out your difficulty. This is a very important hint, because when we write a letter of complaint, we have to provide essential information, detailed information, and facts and figure also, so that the supplier get our difficulty and he tries to solve it immediately. Secondly, we have to also explain the inconvenience or loss caused to us, because when we complain about the inconvenience caused to us. For example, we have ordered for seasonal items, and when we do not receive it before time, it creates inconveniency in our business and sometimes in reputation also, and it may have loss, financial loss also. So in a complaint letter, we have to clearly mention the inconvenience or the loss caused to us due to delay in execution or any other complaint.
There are some other hints for drafting a letter of complaint.
Number 3 is ask for reasonable compensation or suggest adjustment. Now, this is a very important hint, because when we draft a letter of complaint, we have to ask for reasonable compensation. Suppose we get 2 pieces of t-shirts in a torn condition, then as per the price list, we should demand the exact figure. For example, if the t-shirt cost 300 rupees, then we should demand 600 rupees only for 2 damaged pieces. So when we demand compensation, it should be reasonable, or when we suggest any type of adjustment, it should be also reasonable, either a credit note or replacing the goods immediately. Another point which is very important is always appeal to the seller's sense of justice, business reputation, self-interest, and fair play. So while drafting a letter of complaint, The businessman should appeal to the seller's sense of justice, which is very important, and reputation is also very important. So, while drafting these 4 points, we should keep in mind. There are some other points also. For example, we have to request for prompt adjustment or compensation. This is a very important hint, because when we write a complaint letter, we have to request the supplier for prompt adjustment. If we need the replacement of the damaged goods or the shortage, then we should receive it immediately. So we should request him for prompt execution of the remaining order. Or if we demand compensation, then we should demand a credit note promptly. And number 6 point is very important, which is always use polite and tactful language while complaining to the supplier. Not only in the business world, but in our day-to-day conversation or day-to-day relations also, we should use polite and tactful language. The complaint should be written clearly, courteously, very calmly, and considerately. We should always remember that when we complain, it should be clear and courteous. A tactful letter helps in building up business. So, while drafting a letter of complaint, we should always remember that it should be clear, courteous, calm, and considerate.
There are some don'ts, means when we write complaint letter, that we have to keep certain points in mind.
Yes, dear Raval, these are the hints which help us in drafting a good letter of complaint.